What's going on, Titan Nation? Thank you for tuning into the Two Tone Zone. I am your host, Mr. Two Tone, and today I got my day one A1 back in the building. It's been a long time coming. We wanted to make sure we did our show together, make sure we were moving in synergy, make sure everything was cohesive, make sure everything was just working as it should be. So thank y'all for tuning in. We got a good show for y'all. We were supposed to go live, but we ended up having to rearrange some things, and so we're gonna go do a quick pre-record. We're gonna go over our all-time Tennessee Titans, Houston Oilers, Tennessee Oilers starters for the offensive starting lineup. So without further ado, D Weez, I gotta let you go first, bro.
What up?
Hey, we know it starts up front, right? Everything starts up front.
We going with the line.
Let's go with the line. You want to start with the right side or the left side? What you want to do, bro?
Oh man, I'll start with the right side.
Okay, go ahead and let her rip, bro. You name your starter and I'll name mine right after. Okay.
Okay. So on the right side,
okay.
Right tackle, baby, my boy David Stewart.
Hey man, I gotta agree with you. I can't disagree there.
Fresh.
We did our research, we watched film, we checked statistics. We try to get an accurate analysis. So when we selected our starters, it made sense.
Yeah.
So folks, by all means, please put your starters in the comment section. Let us know who you would start on offense. All-time Tennessee Titans, all-time Tennessee Oilers, Houston Oilers, right? Yeah. So okay, let me go next. So we'll go right guard. Got to go with Bruce Matthews. Even though he did it all, he moved across that line. He was an all-purpose guy, Hall of Famer. He's been labeled the best Tennessee Titan player in history, in Oiler history, Tennessee Titans history.
Almost there. I think he's number two. But he's top two.
Who's number one? Okay, I mean, if I had to choose, I'm going with that. But based on popular demand, right? That I'm reading that he's the guy, he's the GOAT. So I'm gonna stick with that. But hey, I'm with you though. Steve McNair, Eric McNair, rest in peace, y'all. We just celebrated his life, his legacy, July 4th. Unfortunately, he was murdered, right? And he left this earth way too soon. He left a legacy behind, beautiful children, family. Yep. He was just an all-around great guy. And when things happen, when bad things happen to great people, it just doesn't sit right to you, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So salute to Steve McNair and his family. So we'll go ahead and move on to the center. I'll let you go this time, brother.
I'm gonna go with my boy Kevin Maui. That's how you pronounce his name, right? Kevin Maui.
Yeah, Kevin Maui or Kevin Maway.
Maway, man.
He's held it down, man. Also another guy, popular demand, right?
Right.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna agree with you 100% there. So let's move on to the right guard, or excuse me, left guard.
Left guard. Go ahead.
Left guard. Let's go with Mike Munchak.
Okay.
He wasn't a good coach, but as far as the player goes, he held it down. Hall of Fame guy, stand up, all around professional. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Mike Munchak.
I agree with you, Mike Munchak for sure. I agree with you there. He had that left, the left guard. That's a hard position, man. That's tough, and it's hard to find good players, as we saw, that can run and pass block, which we saw. We had a little bit of trouble last year, but I go with you, Mr. Munchak. Salute to that man. I got you.
Salute. All right, go ahead and slide over to the left tackle position, bro.
Now this one was hard because this one is like the student has become the teacher type of thing. You know what I mean? I was going to go with Brad Hopkins, but I'm going with Michael Roos instead.
Okay.
The replacement was that much better. I'm going with Michael Roos.
You said it already. I had to go with my dude, man, Brad Hawkins.
I'm going with Roos right after.
He held it down on the. He held down the blind side, right? He held it down. He was an Oiler, transitioned to the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
I got to go with my guy there, man. I'm gonna go with Brad Hopkins at the left tackle.
But Michael Roos, he was top 5 left tackle in the league for most of his career.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with Roos. I think the student became the teacher in this one. Okay. I go with Michael Roos.
Hey man, perception is reality, right? You know what I'm saying? Your perception is your reality. Agree to disagree. But we're here together. We're here in Cognizant, moving as one. That's what we do, baby.
Yes,
That's what we do. Hey,
yes,
so you just pointed to Steve McNair's jersey sitting behind you. So who are you starting at quarterback? Who are you putting behind center?
Aaron McNair.
Aaron McNair?
100%. I would have run no other way.
So look, man, like my thing is coming to my conclusion.
Yeah.
I had to really think about it. Like without Warren Moon, there's no Steve McNair. But I got to go based on what I watched growing up, what I got to see and got to experience, and the impact he had on me as a teenager, right? As a young man.
Right.
So I'm with you. It was, like you said, a student becomes a teacher. Like you have to respect those who came before you, man, who laid the platform and the foundation. So
I think McNair's our true franchise quarterback
for sure. Like I said, I had to think it through.
Yeah,
accurately. I had to thoroughly. I wanted to make sure.
You can't just jump
making the right decision. I can't just be biased.
Yeah, you can't just jump to conclusions. Yeah,
right. Exactly, 100%. Man. So I'm with you on that. All right. So behind Steve McNair, who's Steve McNair handing the ball off to?
Well, before he hands the ball off, there has to be a player in place to block for that person.
Okay, that's facts. That's facts.
So I got to go with Mr. Neal, Mr. Lorenzo.
Low Daddy,
one of the best fullbacks to ever play the game.
That's
one of the
facts,
best
man.
fullbacks to ever play the game. That man was a tree running through people.
Right. I never want to call another man daddy, like you know what I'm saying, but that's his nickname, Low Daddy. He earned it, man. So
he earned it, man.
Salute to Lorenzo Neal, number 41. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Open up those holes. So unsung hero, man.
You're agreeing with Lorenzo?
Oh yeah, big facts, man.
Let's go.
Without a doubt.
Let's go.
So I mean, all right. So since you just go ahead and put Lorenzo,
you gotta have
in front,
blocking for the other
affirmation. Open up those holes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Earl Campbell as my starting running back. Like this was a tough one. Eddie George, CJ2K, the King. You know what I'm saying? Like we've got a long line of successful running backs that held it down. Like we always keep a running back in Tennessee, right? We always keep a running back for the most part. I'm giving the ball to Earl Campbell. That man was just a human wrecking ball, dude. Like straight up. I think with his skill set that he had, I think he could play in today's game, and he would cause havoc.
Oh yeah, easy money.
Mm-hmm. Who you get? Who's your starting running back? Bro?
This was tough. It was a clash of the dreads. It's either Henry or CJ2K, and based on finding that running back that really kept the Titans in the mix, maybe not like playoff mix, but kept the name alive during these years that we were down.
Right.
With, Vince Young, Tyler Lockett, all them. I'm going with CJ2K, man. This man got 2,000 yards with really not that much help.
Right.
You had Vince Young, Tyler Lockett. I mean, not Tyler Lockett. I'm sorry. What's his name? The guy we drafted from Washington.
What was his name? It's about Jake Locker.
Jake Locker. I don't know why I kept saying Tyler Lockett. I'm thinking about the Seahawks, all that stuff.
No, I'll tell you what it is, man. You've been working too hard, man.
No, Jake. Yeah, Jake. Hey, yeah, Jake Locker, man. Through those, it was some tough years we had. Mm-hmm. We had some tough years in the AFC South. It was hard to watch the Titans.
Facts.
But CJ2K, I feel like he did what he could, and he just accelerated. Right. Every week we were talking about CJ2K, and when he had that 2,000 yard season, beautiful. Good. You can't be mad at that. Now the Titans got a great offense. We've put ourselves on a pedestal now, but back then the Titans were. People were writing us off. Oh, that's an easy one against the Titans. Right. But CJ2K, he held us down, and he brought a lot of joy. He brought a lot of life back into the Titans for those years.
And he retired so young, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Retired so young. Like I wish he could have had like a career like Al Gore or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I love the speed, man. The fastest man alive. I love it. I love the speed. I love his energy. I love that he wasn't that big of a guy. he wasn't one of these, a beefy dude. He was just smart and he could move. So
yeah, he was elusive, man. He knew how to read the D
all day. I'm going CJ2K. That's my guy. Derrick Henry's going to eventually. He's going to once we figure out a couple years down the road. But right now, I'm going CJ2K. That man held us down when we were at some all-time lows.
Right. We're gonna have to reassess this after this season, right? Because if Derrick Henry goes for another 2,000 rushing 2,000 rushing yard season, so we definitely got to reassess that, right? But my decision came, based upon, as I said before, without Warren Moon, there's no Steve McNair. Without Earl Campbell, there's none of Eddie George. There's no CJ2K. You know what I mean? There's none of that. So I had to give Earl Campbell. I had to give him his credit. I had to give him his credit, man. I don't like his hot links, but I love his career. I love what he did for the organization.
Hey, no disrespect. No
disrespect, man. But I just, I'm like a hot link connoisseur, and that's just not one of my favorites, right?
Yeah. So I'm with it. I'm with it.
Right. So we, I think we might have skipped over something, but it works.
Over the tight end.
Yeah, it works perfectly with the scenario we're to come up with now. Guys that are catching the ball, right? So I'm gonna go with Frank Wycheck, man. Like when he was a player, when he was active, that man was always putting in work. Whether that was pass block, run block, making big plays, extending plays. We all know about the Music City Miracle. He's the one who threw that pass, right? Line drive. Controversial.
It was a backwards pass,
right? It was it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see why people were questioning that, and it was so controversial. But hey, winning's winning. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Frank Wycheck, Hall of Fame. He did his thing, man. Did his thing. Who's your receiver? Your tight end. Your tight end.
Oh man, I got to go with my boy, man, Mr. Delaney himself.
Right.
That is my guy, bro. I wish that he was able to stay healthy, because he really accelerated. After he got to like the age of 30, that's when he really got good. And it's just unfortunate that he's not on the team no more, this and that. But when he was playing, he was like our number one option, I feel like.
Right. I mean, hey, definitely, like, especially with the the Mariota era. Yeah. That was his number one target, man. And which was good, which is good for us. But when it came down to it, I don't think your tight end should be your number one option, right? And that's why we had limited success, right? We were
he had 1,000 yards. He had 1,000 yards in 2015,
Hey, but did we win a Super Bowl?
That's unheard of by Titans, though.
But did we win a Super Bowl? Were we competing? Were we? Yeah, exactly. So I mean, for me, it's just like it's all well and good, but the main mission and the objective is to win, right? It's not to go out there and and get 1,000 yards. Like, okay, that helps your stats, it helps your contract and anything like that. What you're worth, but if I'm in the game, I'm worried about getting the championship, winning the Super Bowl. And and putting us up on that pedestal, like you mentioned earlier, like what I'm saying, like we deserve to be up there. We just got to make sure we're locked in, solidified in every position. So I'm not gonna knock you. I love Delaney Walker.
I mean, that year, his average was 11 yards.
Right. Yeah. No, he was putting in work, man. And he was catching some.
He averaged the first down every time he caught the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was catching unbelievable passes, bro. Like. And Mariota, like I said, that was his go-to guy, man. They had a connection, right? So I wish we had other options, for him to throw it to consistently. But hey, I hope Delaney Walker gets picked up. He says that he's healthy, he's ready to go. His body's gonna hold up, his ankle. So best of luck to him and his future endeavors in the NFL. Somebody needs to pick that man up.
Yeah.
And if we can figure things out, I wouldn't mind having him back. But I just want to make sure that he's happy with the Tennessee Titans, man, because. Culture and being happy in the locker room, like bringing positive energy, like that's key to success, right? Like your team's not gonna be successful if you're not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's neither here or there, but if it comes down to it, man, welcome him in with open arms. You know what I'm saying? Like he never left, right?
All right, now moving on. Favorite receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver. We'll start with wide receiver 2 first. Who's your favorite wide receiver 2?
Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna go with Derek Mason.
At number 2?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I'm gonna go 100%. With Derek Mason.
100%. I agree.
Okay.
100%.
For sure, man. He was a dog, man. Like, punt returns, he did all that for us, right? He was eating. As far as number 1, I know he hasn't put in any work in. We don't have a sample size for Julio, but the fact that he's a Tennessee Titan, what he's done in his career, what we expect and hope for, what he's gonna do for the Tennessee Titans organization, man. Like, I have a lot of faith in him. You know what I mean? Based on the sample size, based on what we know. He was a Hall of Famer his 4th year in the league. So
you're saying Julio is your number 1 wide receiver Titan of all time?
Mm-hmm. Like, just for me, like I said,
not even playing one game yet.
I'm telling you, he's a game changer. He's a playmaker, and he's about this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a selfless kind of guy. So based on what I'm hearing from the pressers and things of that nature, man, he sounds like he's gonna come in and make it happen. He looks healthy, bro. Like he played. How many games did he play last year? 9.
Yeah,
something like that. But say he was putting in work, bro. Like, even when he's not at his 100%, he still puts in work. He's still effective.
Wow.
I'm going with him at number 1. Who's your number 1?
I'm on the same. I'm almost where you're at, but I gotta go with what I've seen so far,
right?
And seen from the past, and I think I'm going to go with AJ. I think he is my number 1 Titan of receiver. I mean, Julio could be the number 2, maybe, but AJ, two back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Right. This man puts in the work. He knows his position. He wants the best for the team. He doesn't want to be like, he wants to be a winner.
Right.
And you could tell when he's on that field and he catches that ball, he'll do anything to make sure that he catches that ball.
Right.
And
I'm not going to disagree with you, man. Like, and especially because this is what we've seen, this is what we know. He's put in work. We've seen it. We observed it. We watched him.
First year, 1,000 yards.
Right.
His average catch was 20 yards, bro.
He should have been rookie of the year.
Average catch 20 yards, bro.
Yeah, his first year should have been rookie of the year.
Bro, average. And then last year, average catch 15 yards.
Right.
This man knows what he's doing. He is supposed to be a Titan. He plays like a Titan. He bleeds Titan two-tone blue.
Right.
And he wants the best for the team.
Right.
No, there's no selfishness in this man right now.
And he played the whole season hurt.
Whole season hurt, bro.
We didn't even know. Like, we weren't even aware of like the significance of his injury, but he still played through it, man. So I'm with you, man. Like, I'm not gonna disagree with you. You know, Arthur Juan Brown, man. 11, man. He, like I said, he's cold. He's a savage, man. So
cold, bro.
Salute to that man. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like, I gotta give it to the guy that's already a Hall of Famer, man. You know what I'm saying? The guy that you said the teacher, becomes a student or a student becomes a teacher, however you ever said it. AJ Brown his role model is Julio, right? He tries to model his work ethic, his game after Julio. So
right.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Hey, let's take it back a little bit. Okay. He probably could have been number 2 and potentially number 1, man. But Ernest Gibbons, let's take it back a little bit, man. When we're rocking the Columbia blue and the scarlet red and the white, you know what I'm saying? Like the Love You Blue jerseys, man. Ernest Gibbons was a savage. He wasn't the biggest guy, but he went out there and made plays, right? And he like you said, he did what he had to do for the organization.
Okay.
And he always competed and he always put up numbers, man. So just doing my research, that's who I'm rocking with. We could have went with a bunch of different guys, but that's who I'm rocking with.
Okay.
Right. So, if we're running a 2 wide receiver set, you know what I'm saying? You got Julio and Derek, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going with that 1 tight end, and we got the affirmation to go with Low Daddy, man. So that's how that works, man. That's how that works.
Okay.
Yep.
I see. Who's your
number 3?
I don't know. Like it's hard because it's just. I mean, Earl Gibbons, man, he's number 1. He's an all-time leading receiver for.
Ernest Gibbons, man. I say put in work, man. Stats don't lie, But in today's game, like what, like would he be that efficient? You know what I'm saying? So like he's my third option, right? You know what I'm saying? I know Derek Mason, I know AJ Brown's, or excuse me, Julio Jones is gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? So, but just based on the sample size and research and those numbers you talking about, absolutely.
You might not like this, but I'm all about these average yards a catch, man. I'm gonna go with I don't know. It's either Kendall Wright or Kenny Britt for right now.
Okay. Well, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
I don't know. I mean, it could be Nate Washington too.
I hear you. Well, here's what we'll do. Take your time, think about it, pray on it.
Hey, Earl Gibbons for sure. Hey, Earl Gibbons for sure. Number 3 for sure. I mean,
Ernest Gibbons.
Ernest Gibbons. I was like, I don't know. I was thinking Earl Campbell. I'm matched, man. Anyways, yes, on paper, yes. I mean, he's the all-time leading receiver. But from what, like you said, like we were talking earlier, from what we watched, you know, there was those down years, and from when we really hit our age and we really grasped the concept of the NFL and we're able to watch the game every Sunday, start collecting stats, you know, at that age where we really enjoy football on Sundays, when you went through a whole week of work and you're looking forward to Sunday, like you're waking up, you know, Saturday, it doesn't even matter anymore because Sunday is your day now. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going off of. But yes, you're right. Gibbons, I gotta agree with you for sure. Number 3, but the other guys are honorable mentions. Let's put it like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, there's a lot of guys that we could have gave honorable mentions, and we possibly could even started them, right? But yeah, like your opinion is your opinion, perception is reality, and we can agree to disagree. But all I know is that we don't disagree on the one thing that matters. It's Titan gang or don't bang, right?
That's right, baby. Let's go, man. And I can't wait till we get this defense out, man. I can't wait to get the defensive one out because that one's going to be real greasy.
Right.
That's going to – we're going to have a lot of disagreements on that one, I feel.
Right. Like. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Part 2, you know, we'll put out soon. I'm not going to put a time frame on it because right now, you know, my guy's out there moving and grooving, doing what he has to do for the family, man. So much love and respect for you.
It's coming, though. It's going to be sooner than later. I tell you that right now.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, baby.
It is what it is. I'm glad that you and I are back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it feels so good to be back on, man. It feels good. I forgot how good this feels.
It's therapy.
Oh,
it's therapy. Hey, you want to shout out anybody real quick before we end the show?
Shout out to the family. Right. Shout out to the whole Titan Army. Shout out to my little bro. He always held me down too. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Right.
You know, the kids, the wifey, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I just love to do this. This is for fun. Right. This ain't nothing serious. This is what we do. We just like to talk football, bro. And that's why we couldn't.
I gotta disagree. I'll take it serious. I'll beat somebody's behind over these Titans, bro.
I know you know. No, but what I'm saying is that this is something that is just organic. I know. It's nothing where it's pressure. It's nothing. We didn't. It's so hard to even talk about other teams.
Right.
That's why we really didn't even want to move in another direction.
Right.
Basketball, baseball. It's we doing what we love, right. and this is what we do. We're all about the Titan gang.
All about it, man. All about it. You know, I want to give a shout out to, my family. You know what I'm saying? Starting to like getting my priorities in order and, and always coming back and reassessing and reevaluating and making sure I'm being accountable, man. So love my family, love my friends, dedicated to becoming a leader, a provider, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, my wife bought me this shirt. I want to salute her real quick. I got the shirt. It says Faith Family.
I need one of those, man. I need one of those.
Titans football, right?
We're gonna send a 24 pack to the starters on the offense. We'll make sure they wearing that under their jerseys, man. We want to make sure they following the rules too.
Right, man. That's facts, dude. That's facts, man. I want to also give a shout out to my guy, man, holding things down over at Let's Tighten Up podcast. He's on the up and up, folks. Go check out his channel, man. He's straight from Memphis 10. He's right out there in the trenches, holding it down. So salute to my guy P Shark, holding it down for Let's Tighten Up podcast. So when you folks get a chance, go over to his channel, subscribe, show my guy some love, man. Let's keep this Titan family strong, united, and you know, saying unbreakable.
Lock
you know
arms.
what I'm saying? Like
lock arms.
Definitely unbreakable, man. So
Let's go.
as always, folks, you know what I'm saying? You know the drill. You know how we get down on our show. It's tight and gang or don't bang. There's no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get back to you guys soon. Hopefully sooner than later. But you know, hey, it is what it is. As long as we get here, that's all that matters, right?
That's right.
We're gonna keep providing this fire content, man, and just keep things solid all the way around. You know what I mean? So
let's go.
Yep. So salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I hope this video finds y'all doing well. God bless. And let's get things rolling, man. Less than a month, we got preseason going. So let's tighten up, right?
Tighten up, baby. Let's go.
Tighten up, man. Love you, bro. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute.
Let's do it, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.